So I was on Twitter. I saw this from Luke at Rocket Sloth. I love Rocket Sloth, by the way. Absolutely great channel. But it's leapt out at me because he said, "This take makes me so angry." You don't usually get that from Rocket Sloth. They kind of just have fun with YouTube and just go with it. So it says, "This take makes me so angry. Even YouTubers who don't make any negative content are fucked now. Literally nobody cares about Halo anymore. It doesn't matter what your content is. As long as it's Halo, it's chalked." And I want to see, where this came from, what the root of this was. So I went down the rabbit hole and it led me to Arash, as a lot of YouTube, a lot of Halo YouTube does. Halo on YouTube is at a near 5-year low. 6 months after a brand new game. There's a chart there showing how it's dipped. And of course this response comes from a Kyle. Of course it comes from a Monster Energy drink hat, punched out drywall, anger issues, moron. I'm sorry Kyle, but this is stupid. And the reason I'm so mad at Kyle is because this take frustrates the living shit out of me, and it makes me incredibly angry. And you're not the only person to do this, Kyle. But this gatekeeping is so stupid. You don't think maybe it's because 90% of Halo YouTubers just whine and bitch on their channels? Nobody wants to spend all their time listening to people complain. They'd rather watch something fun. Okay, Kyle, right, here's why you're stupid. Gatekeeping, telling people that they should be positive all the time. They shouldn't complain. They shouldn't have issues with things. Is one of the worst things you can possibly do, because complaining about things, critiquing things, getting to the bottom of things, pulling it apart and explaining what is wrong with it is one of the most important things that we have as a society. That's why unions are important. That's why meetings, think pieces, blogs, watchdogs, essays, all of this is incredibly important to the society that we have, because we have so much and we have to critique things to get them to be the way that we want them to be. This is why I hate it when people say things like, "Oh, you don't like the way the country's run? Just leave." Yeah, okay, I'll leave the country that is just essentially a dictatorship where everything is just, you can't critique anything, and things just fall apart because you can't comment on how things are. That is how a dictatorship works. You look at any dictatorship in the world, and the way they do it is by removing your ability to critique things, to criticize things. Yes, we're complaining because there's a lot to complain about, Kyle, but maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe we should just be positive, Kyle. Maybe we should just make positive content, and whatever is wrong with the game, we should just be happy about it and be positive about it. You know what, Kyle? I'm going to take your stance on this. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to make positive content. And for this, I've actually prepared a PowerPoint for you to go through, so that we can have a positive video about Halo Infinite, and we can go through all of the things that are positive about this game. So here you can see, introduction, good things about Halo Infinite by XXX Smokes Weed XXX. I had to take the bangs your mum out of it. That game of card was taken. So here's the first thing: no progression. I'll never have to be the lowest rank in the lobby. Kyle, you're right. I will never have to be the lowest rank in the lobby if there's no progression. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to be embarrassed about being rank 1 if there's no progression at all. This is fantastic. I don't have to worry about progression if they just get rid of it. The second thing is, if everything costs real money, then what better way to lose weight than having no money at all? Isn't that great? I can't afford that donut. I can't afford that muffin if I've just bought a £20 fake set of armor for my Spartan. If I'm spending all of my money on fake visors and cat ears for a fake Spartan in a video game, I don't have money to feed myself. So it's great. It means I lose a lot of weight in the process, and I don't stuff my face with Doritos if my fake character is doing that in my place. This is brilliant. This is pure brilliance. And what is also brilliant is, if there's no Forge, no worries. I will never have to make a bad map. If there's no Forge, if there's no ability to make custom maps, I'll never make a bad one. So don't worry about it. If it's not there, I don't do bad things with it. Speaking of things that aren't bad, no co-op campaign, great, great, then I don't have to drill through my friends list looking for a person to play co-op campaign with. I don't have to go through the process of looking through my friends list, looking for someone to play co-op campaign with if there is no co-op campaign. You saved me so much trouble, 343. I don't have to do that now. I don't have to navigate menus because there's no co-op campaign. Speaking of which, broken challenge system that forces you to play the way they tell you. I don't have to think for myself anymore. I don't have to make decisions. I can go on complete auto drive whilst playing Halo Infinite. I don't have to go through the menus, and decide which game type I want to play. I don't have to play well. I don't have to play a particular style that I've come up with because I have to use the weapon they told me. I don't have to think anymore. This is great. All right, now we come on to updates that bring more problems than they solve. Yay! This means that I have more patch notes to read. I have more stuff to read. I can now go on their website and read all of the patch notes that wouldn't have been there if everything was fixed. Guys, isn't this obvious? You wouldn't be able to read all of this stuff if the game worked as you'd want it to. Duh. Speaking of duh. No mission select. Why would I want to play the campaign twice, bro? Why would I want to play it again? Taking out mission select, having no mission select, means I don't have to worry about it. I can play through it once, and that's it. If there was a mission I liked, I don't have to think about going back there, because I can't. No mission select is a great idea, and we don't even need it. 6-month-long seasons may seem long, but this is great. It gives me more time to work on these excellent PowerPoints. It just gives me more time to do everything, really, doesn't it? If I'm not playing the game, I can do other things. So this just makes sense. Barely any maps? Well, that is fantastic. That will help me remember the name of each one. I can remember the name of every map so much more easily if there just aren't many of them. Again, this just makes sense. If I had 3 oranges and named one Bill, one Steve, and one Gary, then I can remember the name of each one so much more easily than if I got a whole bag of oranges and then gave them each of them different names. Bill, Gary, and Bob. I'll remember the name of each one of them because there's only 3. A slow and clunky UI? Sweet! I get to check on my favorite inspirational The Rock Instagram post while I wait for the menu to load. It just gives me a time to do other things. This is sort of like the season reason. But the more time I'm waiting, the more time I'm able to do other things. And I can do anything I want. I can go open a bag of Doritos. I can't afford a bag of Doritos because I bought armor in the game, but hypothetically speaking, if I had money, I could definitely be doing other things. A boring, lackluster events? Well, here's the thing. My mom said I'm not allowed to get too excited anyway, so this is perfect, The great thing about boring and lackluster events is that I don't have to get excited, and I don't have to feel the feeling of being excited. I can just remain apathetic. I can just stay on the level and not worry about getting excited about things. Isn't this great? Absolutely great. So thanks for watching my presentation on things that are positive about the game. I think Kyle's right. I think we should just be positive. That was a lot of fun and completely accurate. It is a very positive situation we're in. Thanks, Kyle.